Good morning, good morning, good morning, fabulous
Oh,
people.
there it
And
is.
look at there. We got the
I'm
Mr.
not hearing nothing.
Travis in the house.
Oh,
How
why
you
isn't it?
doing, my
Can you hear
man?
me?
How you doing? Yeah, I can hear you fine, brother. Yep, we can hear you.
There you are. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you just fine, my man. Can
So
you hear
yeah,
us?
I can now. Yeah, I had the
All right.
microphone thing plugged in and it wouldn't let me hear you. So guess we're not using it. What's up?
What's up, man? What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. I wasn't sure. I had to straighten up Tube Town real quick because I was maintenance yesterday, so I got on a little late. Didn't get to get on too early.
There you go. I just finally got to see the blessing box back there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw that yesterday when you were weed eating and everything. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Good, good, man. Just a beautiful day, dude. I tell you what, you know, the river addict's back because like I want to be at the river every day. Me and the wife were there yesterday, and like the weather's just been like amazing. As you know how it is. You ain't too far
Right,
south.
right, 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 right.
But
It's been a little chilly here the past couple mornings. Saturday on up until today, it's been like down in the 60-ish range in the morning, but then of course it gets Satan's backside hot by the afternoon.
that it
So
does.
what you
That it
got
does.
going on today?
Yeah. So well, like I don't really know honestly. Well, I'm gonna get both because yesterday I had to maintain everything, which it was cool yesterday, man. I can't wait to go out to the preserve, an actual real turtle sanctuary, in Archer, and the guys I met yesterday. I can't remember the names right off the hand, but yeah, just kind of getting things cleaned up around here. How to get everything mowed and weed eated and just kind of maintain it that way. Maintain the reputation that it has as the
Right, right.
ultimate redneck carnival.
I did get to watch that stream yesterday where you were talking about or talking to those gentlemen from Archer. How far away is that from Otter Creek?
So you go south or no, east to Bronson. It's about 12 miles of Bronson, and then probably another 10 miles. It's in between here and Gainesville. So basically on the
Oh,
way to Gainesville. So it's not far at all. And it's closer to
oh
me where
wow.
I live actually.
And you say that's a turtle sanctuary?
Yeah, they're it's he said the name. I'm gonna do a video out there actually. I'm gonna go out there and the guy was very knowledgeable. It's funny because they were just kind of has the intention of Tubetown in this sense because the fact of he said after getting to talk to him, his friend I'm just pointing to the end of the road. His friend was coming back from Cedar Key and he saw the Tubetown sign. So he drove down there just to see what it was about. And then his friend got, turned on the channel and then told him about it. And then so he watched a couple videos and but ultimately there was the roadside attraction and ended up getting, some new viewers. And on top of that, it's cool because he's full time there. He's been there 13 years, living at the sanctuary, and like I can't wait to know more about it, to learn more about it because it's gonna be cool to see. But yeah, it's like they protect the gophers, the gopher turtles and stuff. And
For everybody in the audience that doesn't know, gopher turtles in Florida get pretty good size. I mean, they don't get tortoise size, but they do get big. I mean,
yeah,
I've seen them huge, huge. And you never want to run across a field without looking because if you haul into a gopher hole, it will break your leg in a heartbeat.
oh yeah, oh yeah. There ain't no doubt about that. Well, it's funny because I'll see him. I was even telling the guys, I'm that guy that pulls off on the side road and gets the turtles, and then you take them to the other side, and we were laughing about it because it's funny because when when you get to the other side, you set the turtle down. When he turns around, and wants to go back the other way. You don't really know which way the turtle's wanting to go. You know what I mean? You're just like trying to get out of
Right.
the road. But
Yeah, the majority of turtles that we see around here are like your water turtles, you're trying to cross the road and stuff. Uh, I haven't seen a gopher turtle in the wild in a long time, but of course I don't get in the woods anymore either. Uh,
right.
but man, when I was a kid, we found gopher turtles all the time. And you could get them anywhere from that big to freaking huge. And they dig. Oh my God, did they dig?
Yeah, they were saying that this is gonna be a fun video. I'm excited about it. But they stay within like 100-mile range, if I'm not mistaken. But they did like a big documentary he talked about. I want to look into it. He let me know all the information, but I want to check it out and watch it and stuff, just because of the fact of it's just cool stuff, And like I was telling him, I was like, man, I'm that guy that picks up a bug out of his house because he don't want to kill it. You know what I mean? I'll put on a paper towel and get outside. Like your chances out there are better than in here, but at least you get another chance because of the fact that I'm not trying to, you know kill it, but at the same time, like we were talking, the fact of like the environment down in South Florida, where how is it you have these developers who are commissioners who basically are starting to change laws where these sanctuaries and these areas of land that were conservations are now turning into neighborhoods and stuff, and that's just like, that's sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It is. Right down the road from our house, if we're going to Lakeland, we usually take what they call Old Dixie Highway. And it used to be all woods and just very few homes down through there. A lot of woods on the side of the road. And Mom and I were coming back from Lakeland the other day, and across the street where it used to be all solid woods, now somebody's bought it and they're turning it into a big developments all the way down through there. And I don't understand it, because my little town, it doesn't have a big workforce. So these homes are $300,000-$400,000 homes they're building. Where are these people working? Okay, I mean, I don't understand the logic behind it.
Well, it's definitely it's even coming up here. You know what I mean? There's the new neighborhood going in town next to Trenton, and Trenton's on the other side, like they call the Waukesasa Flats. So it's a lot of acreage of land, miles and miles of it. But they're putting in like 4,500 homes. Like, it's just, and over in Alachua, man, it's just growing like crazy. Like you said, like, where do they work? I mean, you got all these distribution centers and stuff popping up, but they're run more by robots nowadays than they are people, And
we have a lot of Amazon warehouses, within a 20-mile radius of where I live. But Amazon's just like everything else. They used to pay really, really well. I don't know if they still do or not, but still, eventually they're going to be at maximum capacity. They're not going to be hiring anymore. So we had two neighborhoods, those cookie cutter homes, $350,000, $500,000 homes pop
one
up.
Of three.
Yeah. Pop up right down the road on Old Dixie Highway. And then across the street from that, like I said, they're taking these woods, they've sold them. Now they're going to make more developments. It's what's going to happen when they push out all the wildlife? Because some of this
funny,
stuff. Go ahead.
No, it's like, so where I grew up in Orlando is by UCF College, and then they built this research park behind it. My grandpa bought these houses back in the, I don't know, maybe the 50s or whatever, and back when it was dirt roads. It's not like it is now. It's totally different. But so they built this research park, and the I guess it's going to happen probably everywhere. Is like there's certain areas where they have retention ponds, little wooded areas in between the places, and like literally in downtown Orlando, not downtown, but probably about 9 miles from downtown, but everything's downtown Orlando nowadays. But the deer come up in the backyard because they're so used. They live in that little bit of woods, but they're so used to people. You know what I mean? And people don't mess with them, but that's like their last resort is, and hope that they have some sort of habitat still to live in.
All right. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, down here you have your nuisance animals, just like you guys have them up there. The hogs. I mean, state of Florida has it open season on hogs because they're a nuisance animal. Where are all these animals going to go? I mean, these woods that I'm talking about, they've been there for years. How are you going to relocate the animals that live there? They're not. They're just going to get pushed out into other places. I don't know. It's insane. And like you said, these commissioners and stuff, they're buying up this property. They're changing laws, taking refuges and making them communities. It's crazy.
Yeah. Hey man, I know normally, I jumped on your live a few times in the morning. I know you like to say hi to everybody, so I don't want to hold you up. You want to say what's up to your chat? I mean, I know
we're going to get to that right now. All right, I'll let you take. Okay, are you on your laptop or your phone?
Yeah, I got my laptop going. I can actually. I'm bringing up the chat now.
All right, so I'm going to start out. I'm not going to scroll all the way to the top because it's already way up there. We got Miss Crystal. Good morning. You got Colleen. Good morning. You got Jim. Good morning. How you doing? Miss Nancy's in the house. There's Mama Coop, my sweetheart. Suzanne Ring. I can't pronounce it. Susan,
right? Susan.
S-U-S-A, Susan.
I call her Susan.
Okay, Susan, how you doing? Volusia, what's up? All right, my four sons. Go ahead, spit it out. Oh, there's Storm Killer. How you doing, girly girl?
No, just what I'm watching the chat right now. I'm in it with you. So
All right. And who else we got? Oh, there's a lot of people in here. We got 174 right now, and it's climbing. It is climbing.
nice.
Oh, Tiny. How you doing, Tiny? What's good morning? Good morning. That's a new name. I haven't seen this one before. Good morning. Good morning.
That's always
DR's
cool
in the
to see new
house.
people.
Yeah. It's awesome. Lisa, good morning. How you doing? Oh, my. You got Jim's in the house. I think I already said Jim. Denise, how are you doing? Big Al. My ex works at Amazon. She makes about $25 an hour. She's only been there like a year and a half. Wow. They're paying good over there, I guess. But then again, $25 an hour is like $10 an hour 10 years ago. You know?
Yeah. And I mean, $5.50 a gallon for diesel. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I think we're over 4 something for regular right now. Colleen, when we moved to Port St. Lucie, there were lots of woods. They have built over everything. Yeah, it's amazing. One day you see woods, the next day you see houses. It's crazy. Oh, my wife's in the house. Good morning. Hey, Joe, how you doing? My dad lives in Citrus Springs for many years. That development is huge and has been around for a long minutes. Yep. It's crazy. Oh, gotta love me. How you doing? How you doing? Who else we got in here? I'll get caught up. And guys and gals, if I miss anybody, I'm so sorry. Just know that Coop's welcoming everybody with open arms today. Alan, how you doing? Coop, I live on Southgate, Georgia coast. Oh, he's up there in the fun place. All right. And it's the same thing here, developing everywhere around here also. I mean, I could remember back when I was younger, Travis, we could literally, you could literally rent a home for, $300-400. You could buy a home for between $59,000 and $70,000.
Right.
Now those same houses are going for $250,000.
Isn't that ridiculous? That's crazy.
It's insane.
Well, it's funny.
Go ahead.
The houses in Orlando that my pop had bought, I think he paid like $6,000 for one and $7,000 for the other. And he bought it out of the newspaper. They had them in ads in the newspaper, and then and now the same thing. He probably sell for over $200,000 just because location. Everybody. It's just wild, man. How.
Well, you know what it is, don't you? You've got a lot of Northerners. They'll buy property in Florida sight unseen. Okay. And they'll pay whatever they have to pay to get that property. The house right across the street, that's an $89,000 home. The company came in, they overbought. They bought it for $110,000. They did a little bit of lipstick and rouge on it. They sold it for $280,000. But here's the kicker. My neighborhood is not a $280,000 neighborhood because all of the houses, that house is pretty nice. But all the houses around it, like my house is an old farmhouse. The one sits right beside it, an old farmhouse. So these Northerners came down here. They bought this house across the street. They lived there for about a year, maybe 2 years. Now it's up for sale, and it's been up for sale for over a year. Because, why are you going to pay that kind of money to live in a neighborhood that's not worth that kind of money?
Right. And you can definitely outbuild your house in a neighborhood. I mean, I've seen all the time, doing construction, you just like, man, you're putting way more money in this house than it's ever going to get. Your ROI is like zero. But you know what you call those people? You call them halfbacks because they come down from up north and they can't handle the Florida heat. So they go halfway back to where they came from. Right. So that's what it's funny because I got family like that, you know what I mean? But we always make jokes about it. Like they go halfway back because once you get to Florida and learn the summer times, if it's not your cup of tea, it's definitely different, especially if you grew up in the north and where it's cooler.
Yeah, I mean, down here we all have to walk around with a towel, because when you're outside, you gotta have towel to keep the sweat off of you. But yeah, this guy across the street, the ones that retire down here, it's a little different story. Okay. They retire down here, they buy the property and they don't have to worry about working. But a lot of them are buying property. The young ones, they're moving down here thinking they're going to find a job. Well, I'm sorry. Tampa is an hour away. Orlando is 45 minutes away. So you willing to drive that distance every day for a decent job? Because in between Tampa and Orlando are small towns. They don't pay that well.
Right, unless you have some sort of specialty. But on top of that, it's a 45-minute drive. But you got to remember that 45-minute drive is with no traffic. There's no traffic in there. It's just double that.
And as you know, where I live, we've got I-4, and that thing during rush hour is absolutely crazy. You will sit in traffic. I guarantee you, as the crow flies, it's 45 minutes. But if you get in that traffic, you're looking at a couple of hours. It's crazy.
I've been on I-4 many times. Yeah, it's
never lived.
It's funny because between Orlando and Tampa, it used to be out there like in Groveland area. It used to be like really rural and country. I remember boardwalk and baseball. I remember my mom used to take me to that theme park when I was a kid. But like now, it's just like a city from Orlando. The city touches Tampa in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing in between other development.
Well, now you take Interstate 75. This is how ancient I am. I remember, I was small when they were building Interstate 75, especially in between the Tampa and between the Tampa area and down towards Anna Maria Island. All of that when they were putting all that under construction, we used to go down there as teenagers and drag race, on the stretches that weren't open to the public. We would find the work road, get on the highway, and man, we had drag races out there all the time. Florida has grown up. I left for about 20 years, and when I came back, my hometown, I didn't even recognize it. It was just so overgrown. Well, you know where Plant City's at.
Oh yeah. My buddy lives there. I raced over in Dade City all the time when I was racing. But yeah, the fact, like, I remember my dad. It was funny as a kid. My dad, we get to an intersection. My dad's like, son, when we got this intersection used to be nothing but all orange girls when I was a kid growing up. And it's funny because now I go back because as a teenager there in Orlando, East Orlando, like when you're 16, you just, there wasn't a GPS or anything like that. You just drove around. You figured out your way around everywhere. You just by driving around. At the same time, gas was $1.50 a gallon, so you could fill your car up for $12 and go all day. But we were man, where was it going with that?
When I got my first car, it was 75 cents a gallon when I got my first car. And I'm like, what happened? What happened to the 75 cents? Go ahead.
So what it was is now when I go to Orlando, I go to a corner where it's the same thing to me. I was like, man, when I was just driving around, like this was all cow fields at this corner. And now there's a Kroger, there's a Publix, there's, shopping centers. Like, it's just like, it's funny because, life goes quick and, everything grows up around it real fast.
We can still find a little bit of rural. We used to go to family reunions out at the Hillsborough State Park every year. Okay. And you coming from Plant City, you take 39 all the way to Zephyr Hills and in that area, because that's where the state park is around that area. And that's all rural. It's starting to slowly grow up. You're starting to see more and more neighborhoods, but there's still a lot of woods, but you can see a lot of construction. Oh man. Oh, what you got here? Dan Davis, what you got to say? I live close to Travis's dad. Oh, down in Hudson. That's where your dad and them's at, don't you? Isn't it?
Yeah, actually, Dan, I'm pretty sure Dan didn't. It took you quite a while for him to actually get the power back. Is like from those hurricanes, it took him like a bit, So, but yeah, that was pretty gnarly down there in Hudson. So, Dan, I'm hoping we're back up and going.
That was crazy. They got hit, boom, twice in a row within a couple of weeks each other.
Yeah. I can't thank everybody supported so much because it was just awesome. The support they helped them because it really helped them out a lot and got them back on their feet. Now again they're doing great. I got a feeling if it happens again, he's going to be done with it. You know what I mean? But they got everything. All the permits are back in. Like everything's back up. They're good because they had to tear down a lot of houses on the same street. Like a lot of houses are gone because you had to go through and get them back up the code, and he had to change out different things. And so, but yeah, they're able to stay. So pretty awesome.
The first one that came through hit him pretty good. The one that he lost his power, right?
Yeah. Well, it's the second one is their place is like a 1951 trailer, right? So it's like really old, and then they have like a little addition built on the side. So the trailer's up, elevated like an RV, right? So the bottom house, the bottom part of the house, they have that. It's waterproof, so it's flooded that before. It's come in at the bottom. It's like concrete, on the ground and stuff. So it's no big deal. But that one time it came up into the RV, and up to where the only thing was up out of the water was just the bed. So you got to imagine a bed on an RV. That's how high the water was. And they had them and all their cats on there. And yeah, it was.
Now, a couple of weeks later, when the second one came through, did it do as much damage, or was it a little bit weaker than the first one?
Man, to be honest with you, I'd probably have them backwards. The one that got him was that one there when all the water came in and got him. So I think it was the second one because we had already we stored everything. Because it's so crazy, like all the memories we had to throw away. Like it was wild and you're going through stuff and and you're like, remember this from a kid and stuff like that because it's just wild. But
well, I remember you being down there filming, and it was the first one where where you guys were taking everything out of the house and moving it. The second one came through. I don't remember you going down for that one. I'm pretty sure you probably did, but the first one, because the first one was where they were fighting with the city trying to get the power back on. And then finally the city said, oh, okay, what did they call that? He was grandfathered in or something. And
yeah, because it was like, they had to get a waiver done because it was such like an emergency, right? It's been a couple weeks without power. So ultimately what it was is they wanted to, and rightfully so, the electric company didn't want to be held liable because it happened. They said, listen, if we'll turn your power back on, but if something happens, if your house burns down, it's not our fault. You know what I mean? Because you guys didn't let us do it. So a lot of people took it upon themselves to do that just to get their power back up and going. And then after the fact, then they came around, did their assessments or whatever. But there was a couple houses this one house he did it, turned on, it caught fire and it burned his neighbor's house down, which that's a bummer there. You know what I mean? But that was the temporary type thing. And then they had to go through all the other, I don't know exactly, but I know it's just cool to see all the people that helped out and, helped them out.
I saw when you were down there, I saw a lot of people moving stuff out, putting it on the side of the road. But yeah, so they had to sign a waiver, right? To get their power back on. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it because they're like, hey, because how sue happy people are nowadays. I mean, so like, hey, if we turn your power on, we don't know if it's good or not. You know what I mean? So we can't tell you. We haven't been through your house, we haven't inspected. Hopefully you have. And if you're, mechanically inclined or electrically inclined, you can do it. But if you do it and then something happens, catches fire, we're not responsible. And so it's like, I get it, and I wouldn't want to be responsible either. But ultimately, everybody had to go through and do everything the right way, but that was just so they could temporarily get your power back on and kind of get your lives together because everybody lost pretty much everything,
Now,
like
did they have did they have the upgraded box, or did they have the old screw in top fuses?
No, they had the old screw, the old school thing where you go out there and he pulls the actual like fuse out, you know what I mean? So but he did that before it even flooded, so that was one good thing about it. They been through it several times, so they knew what to do, but it just hadn't been that bad. So that's why I say if they got that bad again, he's not going to want to do all that, which I don't blame him. I honestly wish they'd move closer to us so we could hang out more.
I was just fixing to ask that if something did happen, which heaven above it doesn't, but if something did happen, do they have any idea where they might want to relocate?
I'm saying more so probably up here. I told him because my dad's he loves hunting and he loves fishing, and I told him, I was like, man, like we're in the big nature bend of the Florida, like we're in probably the most rural part of Florida there is left, all in this area from going from say Crystal River, actually more north of Inglis, all the way up to around the Big Bend. Like there's a lot of woods, a lot of land, and so. But ultimately, my goal would be to make enough money on YouTube. I can just buy like 100 acres and I can just move all my family there and just, you know what I mean? Like just homestead right there and just like have everybody there, have my daughter, everybody. So
I've talked to Mama about that, buying a big enough piece of property where you could subdivide it off and put it. Well, I was thinking more along the lines of friends, we would each person, all go in, buy a big piece of property. All of us have our own property on that one piece of property, like a community, and just do it like that. And I had big plans for that a long time ago where everybody would grow their own food. They would raise their own, animals for meat and just be a self-sufficient community. But a lot of people don't like to work anymore.
I was about to say that people don't understand how hard that is, to grow your own food. And I actually I think I was talking about it in my chat the other day, like me and Julie we got us a steer to where we have a buddy, he basically raises cattle, and we we're getting one and we're splitting it with my daughter because of the fact that we know what it's eating. You know what I mean? You know where the meat comes from.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like nowadays it's so crazy with all the the garbage that's out there. You don't know what you're getting anymore. But
Well,
like
think
that
of
would
it.
be
Think of it like this. Say you buy 20 acres, you subdivide 10 of it off for 10 families. Okay, that leaves 10 acres. You take those 10 acres, you kind of take maybe an acre of it for your vegetables. And then the rest of it you do for your cattles and your cattle, your chicken and your hogs and stuff like that. Well,
right.
that's the good thing with my background. I'm a meat cutter, I'm a butcher, so I know how to do that. But if you take 10 families to share the load, it's not as hard on 10 people as it would be on just one or
Just
two.
one. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you think about that, like back in the day, that's what it was. That's what families did. They had big families because they had to have, people to work on the plantation. You know what I mean? They, that was it. Everybody lived at home. Everybody worked together. You barter and trade. Like, I really wish it was like that again. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
I do
yeah.
something for you, you do something for me. It's just, it's just a crazy world what it's turned into.
Right. I mean, yeah, the barter system, that was awesome. I remember when I was a kid, anytime we wanted something, we traded for it. If my friend Sal down the road had a bike that I wanted, I would find something that he wanted and we would trade back and forth. Nowadays, people don't even think about that. They just, let's just go to the store and buy it. Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's even got worse now. It's like go on their phone. They don't got to move. They just beep, 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 send, and then it'll be there a day.
Right.
And nowadays, it's there. Sometimes you can order something to be because the distribution things aren't far away. If you order early enough in the morning, it'll be there that afternoon.
Yep, exactly,
Literally.
exactly.
It's crazy.
I fought that for years, that mail order stuff. I hated it because I don't like buying stuff sight unseen. And I will not buy clothes online because, I'm picky about clothes. But yeah, man, it's funny how it used to go from the old Sears and Roebuck mail order stuff to now you pick up your little handheld computer and type in what you want and you have it within a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing with Amazon. Amazon, man, they filled a void there to where not only you didn't have to wait for weeks and weeks and weeks anymore, you could get it within 3 days. I mean, why wouldn't that be appealing? And you're getting it for almost the same price as you would go into a store and buy it. I like to support local when I can, but for the most part, Amazon's the quickest, fastest, and easiest for whatever you need. I mean, it's crazy.
And that's the worst thing about it is, like I was saying earlier, like little by little, all the jobs at the warehouse are going to be, turned into robot jobs. And as soon as they got robot drivers, you know what I mean? Like they already got cars that drive themselves. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I can only imagine what it's going to be like in 25, 30 years from now, which, I'll be probably, I hope I'll still be around, but, I'll be, on up there. But it's just, man.
They're already working with the drones. Have you seen that? There was an old boy.
Drone deliveries?
Yeah, there was an old boy. I can't remember where it's at. It's here in Florida somewhere. Anyway, Walmart sent out their drones to map the area. So they would be flying and they would hover over your house for just a little bit to map it. And then they would move to the next one. Well, this guy didn't know what it was. So he goes out there with his gun. He started shooting at the freaking, he's in a neighborhood. No, you can't. He's in a neighborhood. And anyway, the cops were called. Walmart called the cops on the guy because they had him on video.
Right.
And cops showed up. He didn't deny. He said, "Oh yeah, I did it." And the cops told him, he said, "Look, we're not upset that you were shooting at the drone. We're upset that you were shooting in a neighborhood that thing can come down anywhere and hurt anyone."
Right.
So this guy's like 70 years old and they're hauling him off to jail. And he was just cool as can be. He says, I did it. So let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, that's, but that's the thing though. They can't, I mean, you don't own this. It's like on the water. If you can float it, you can boat it, like people get all mad, like, cause you're fishing off the end of their dock or whatever, a lot of people are respectful, but they fish around docks, but you don't own that water. You know what I mean? You don't own the rights to that water. Same thing with the sky. You know what I mean? Like I could take a drone up in the sky and fly all around there and nobody can say nothing, but you know what I mean? It's weird though. I don't blame the old man. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Walmart claimed that he hit it. I don't think he hit it. He just had a little tiny, pistol. And that thing was high enough. I don't think he hit it at all. But yeah, talking about drone deliveries, that's where I was going with that. Walmart's literally trying to roll out a program where they just package up your stuff and they send it with drone right to your house, and they'll drop it right on your front yard. It's
So
crazy.
now, what's going to happen? Have you seen those drone shows where like they have a malfunction and there's 1,000 drones up in the sky doing their show, which are pretty awesome and pretty
Right.
amazing. But then they start just dropping out of the sky and like, could you imagine the insurance policy you'd have to have? I mean, that's why I don't even really try to do my shows that much anymore, just because the insurance is so crazy. And like, but could you imagine like next thing you know, you got 1,000 drones up there spread off over like, a couple football fields, and they start falling out of the sky on people. Like, so like, who's like, I wonder how many times that's going to happen with them, because you're going to have a lot of riffraff going to try and knock it down, try and mess with it, stuff like that. So,
well, yeah, you would think
they
they would have to have a big insurance policy, because I mean, what if that thing malfunctioned and landed on somebody, crashed on somebody's car or put a big hole in somebody's house? Because these drones that Walmart's looking at, they're not little bitty. They're flipping huge, and I mean these things are, they're heavy. So the things could do some damage. But I don't know how well that's going to go over, because like you said, the insurance implications for insurance would be just astronomical. Just crazy.
It's speaking of drones, I did a video on it years back, but there's a helicopter manufacturing plant across the street from my house, and they do those little 1-seater and 2-seater helicopters. And you can buy one yourself about 35 grand, and you can go there and stay there and build it with them, and they teach you how to fly it and all that stuff. But they actually I have a buddy that works there, and they were actually making drones for the government, like one-man flying drones for the government. They didn't sell them or nothing, or like talk about it, but he was telling me, they were, the government hired them to make these like little one-man drones stuff. Can you imagine that?
Oh, they literally have plans on the internet where you can build a little tiny one-man helicopter. Did you see that, where the old boy took off and landed on the White House lawn? They arrested him slicker than snot. That's been a couple of years ago, and it was funny because I don't understand why he was doing it, but he took off and he flew and he landed on the property, over the fence on the property. I mean, Secret Service just came out of everywhere and got him. But yeah, you can build those. I know down here, matter of fact, on the way up to Otter Creek, the last time we were up there, the ultralights, there's a couple of ultralight fields where you can rent an ultralight and take off and land right there off their property. Those are pretty cool. They're not that expensive either. About 20 grand, I think.
The problem with me though is like, now I'm gonna try and do stuff that they're not supposed to do, and then the wing will break, and then I'll just fall to the, like, let's see how far we can take this, or like. But you know what I would like to do that I think would be pretty fun and safe. But I've seen guys want them, those like fans, and you have a parachute, and you have a fan on the back, and you're sitting, you just ride around. But guys get pretty gnarly with them, which that's crazy. But I thought those would be cool, because like, well, if the motor quits, well, at least you just float down. You know what I mean?
Right. That's scary. I watched some videos on that, because Mama likes that kind of stuff. I'm terrified of heights, so I don't like it. Either. But I've looked at some of that stuff, and I can't remember what they call that, but what you're talking about. But yeah, I was watching a few guys where you can get in that fairly cheap, with the parachute and the motor on your back. They've got one guy on YouTube. He'll like take off and he'll land at McDonald's and get him something to eat. He'll do some crazy stuff like that.
I've seen a guy do that. Yeah, I mean, but like you said though, like I'm not I don't mind heights if it's safe heights. You know what I mean? Like, but like you see those people that climb those antennas, like those kids, and they'll get on the top of them and stay, no ropes on them. They just I don't know where these like, I don't know how they would even fathom wanting to do that, but like climb up to the tops of the buildings and going like just crazy high and standing up there taking selfies of themselves, and like that stuff right there gives me the chills. But like, I can get on a plane and fly, and it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like the heights don't necessarily. I can look out the window and watch the ground and all that. I can get in helicopters and take off and fly. I guess it's more so like unsafe heights that give me like, you climb up on the top real high in a tree. You know what I mean? That's not the safest thing, but that's kind of scary because you're up in a tree. You know what I mean? You're not like.
Well, that's the whole thing. When I was a kid, I was up in trees all the time. It didn't bother me. Heights didn't bother me. It's not until I got like into my 30s, all of a sudden now I'm nervous about getting on the roof of my house. I'm like, what happened? I've never fallen. So I don't know why as a kid, I would climb anything. As an adult, nope,
Right.
don't want no part of it. I don't
Well, I
know
get
what it is.
you've seen and redeemed so many consequences that weren't
Yeah,
wanting to be happen, and falling off roofs. I remember I used to do screen closures. Here in Florida, a lot of people up north don't have them, but we had the screen closures around your swimming pool, and I used to build those and like walk them. So you can walk on top. You can't walk on the screen, but you walk from beam to beam. And
right.
sometimes like, on the arch ones, if you're coming down, the next thing your momentum got going too much, you just had to just run it off and jump off the side, just because of the fact
Right.
of you can't stop. You don't want to bend the frame. That's but like I can't see myself getting up on one anymore. You know what I mean? Like
No,
it's
not
just
me.
I'll pass.
Well, Mama Coop and I were talking about that when I was growing up, and I'm pretty sure it's the same with you. If it had water in it, we was swimming in it when we were
Oh yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And nowadays I'm
Alpine.
like, where's the alligators? Where's the snakes? Like,
No,
it,
so that don't bother me. No, not for me. Like I'm cool. Like yesterday we were at the river. There's about a 10-foot gator. Now he's been coming out like in the middle of the river. He'll pop up and he'll just sit there and he'll swim, but he's not going nowhere because he's swimming up current.
right,
And we were there yesterday, and the guy that was there for us, they ended up taking a picture of it across the way on the bank. Usually, there's not many gators there at the boat ramp because it's always active, or more so
right.
active. But yeah, that don't bother me really. I mean, the gators and snakes. I mean, obviously you got to watch out for moccasins. If you're trying to go climb up in a tree and jump out of it into the river,
Right.
as you're going through the woods, because it's more so you startle the snake, you step right by it real quick, and it strikes you. It's not gonna, if you mess with a moccasin, it'll come at you. But
Yeah.
that's where you just gotta be cautious as when you're walking in the woods. You just gotta make sure you pay attention to where you're going. I mean,
Yeah.
it still can happen. You can step over a log. It could be underneath the log and come out and bite you from underneath. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
them,
So
them cottonmouths, those are the ones I don't like. Cottonmouths are so aggressive; they will chase you. They will literally
yeah,
chase you.
yeah, they will.
They're crazy. But yeah, now if I see other people swimming, it doesn't bother me. But like you're say you take a canoe down the Hillsborough River. There's parts of that river I'm not getting out of that boat. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's true. There are definitely there's places like that here in Florida. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you got down the street from us. Well, it's a couple miles. You've got this park. It's called Saddle Creek Park, and it's an old phosphate mine, is what it is. So it has all these canals, all these fingers,
Right.
and it's a park. So there is absolutely no hunting allowed in this park. These gators, I've been out in these canals with my boat, and these gators are bigger than my boat. So
Oh yeah.
I got down in the middle of this one canal, and I seen one in front of me pop up, and then I seen another one pop up, and then next thing I know, I looked all around me, and there was gators everywhere, and I'm like, nope, I'm getting out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Like there at Otter Creek before and it's sad, dude. I went there yesterday. I went there two days ago. There's a baby gator about 3 or 4 foot, not about 3 foot. Sitting there, I was filming him. He's eating a fish, and he's right, like literally like feet away. And then I go back yesterday, and somebody done killed him. He's floating upside down in the water. And I was like, man, that stinks. But like right there, that little area, there's a lady there swimming with her kids one time. And I told her, I was like, man, that's when it was like a 10 and a half foot gator in there. There's like 4 gators in there all together. And it's like a very short little area. And I was like, just so you know, like, we're fine. Like, okay, I just want you to know, like, there's like toddlers. I'm like, them gators that grab them kids, you know what I
Oh
mean? Because
yeah.
it's a small area, I mean, it's happened before in Florida, but
My
it's not
my dad always told me, if you're going to go swimming in an area that you don't know, take a dog with you. I'm like, why you want me to take a dog with me? Because an alligator will go after that dog, but he will go after a human. I'm like, I'm not taking a dog with me. I'm just not going to swim in there.
You take the dog with you. That way you'll know there's a gator there or not, but you won't be back with a dog.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah, my dad, he was about as old style redneck as you could get. He would say some of the funniest things, and I'm like, "Are you really? You said that?" I'm like, "Take a dog with you, okay? Like I'm going to take the pet with me. All right, I'm not that crazy." But have you seen the guys that are walking their animals, like in the neighborhoods where they've got the ponds, and those gators come right up out of the water and take them dogs?
We were actually talking about that yesterday.
They had one old boy literally jumped in the water and fought the alligator, got the dog from the alligator. Luckily, he didn't get hurt, but It's about a 6 foot, 7 foot alligator, and I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
well, the problem is I was telling the guys yesterday, and we were talking about that. We were talking about the hog situation. That they're a nuisance animal. And why do we have people going hungry when there should be a program where, you know, trap, kill, butcher the hogs, and then give the food to the homeless. You know what I mean? But basically, oh crap! What the heck was I just about to say? What were you just talking about?
Hogs, gators, alligators,
It's something to
snakes.
do with the gator.
Oh, the
I
homeless, feeding the homeless.
Yeah, but that's where I squirreled out and went to that, and so, but I had a point where I was getting to go to something, but
You were
it
talking to
had to
the
come back
guys
to me.
the other day.
What's that?
You were talking to the guys the other day. That's where you
Oh,
were headed, and then you got off on the hog thing.
yeah, but it was the fact of, but what is I talking to them about? We were just talking about it, and not the hogs, but something else they were talking about.
Well, we've
Gotta
got
come
a
back to me.
big giant army range way out on the other side of 60, and it's a big national park now, and a lot of people go out there and hunt the nuisance hogs, and it's so cool because they're not putting that meat to waste. They're going out, and all these hunters will hunt these hogs. They'll all gather up, and then they'll butcher them, and then they'll, like you said, they'll take them to the homeless shelters, and they'll feed people with them. And I don't care who you are, wild hog is just as good as store-bought hog. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dangerous Ways has got it. So back to people in the those communities. People get it. Like they feed those gators. These people come down. You'll see the old lady out there throwing chicken out there, and those gators get not fear of people, and they'll come right up. You're walking your dog, and bam, they'll grab your dog, they'll grab your kid, and that's just like people are just idiots. You know what I mean? Like why are you feeding the gator? And it's because they're just idiots. I mean, I don't know why. Well, why would you think you need to feed an alligator? But
well,
until they lose the dog, they'll stop.
They had an older lady here not too long ago in a retirement community. That's what she was doing, feeding the alligator. Well, the alligator got so used to her having food. So now when she goes out there, the gator literally comes out of the water wanting food. Well, she didn't have food that day. So what'd the gator do? He got her, drug her right into the water, killed her. And they finally found him. They got him. They took him off. Because once they attack a human, they pull them down.
Yeah, right.
But anybody that gets caught doing it, I think they should find the holy Jesus out of them. I mean,
oh, big time,
because you're taking a wild animal like that and you're domesticating it. Well, they're dumb. They don't know any better, so they're going to eat you if you don't have food to give them.
Right, and that's what the people don't get. It's like, yes, yeah, okay, I get it. I feed the deer out in my yard, or the raccoons and stuff like that, but they're not going to attack me.
Right.
If this is like you don't feed the bears up in Ocala, you know what I mean? But they'll come on your property and they'll go through all your stuff. You try to keep it as bear proof as you can, but you just don't feed them because Florida bears aren't going to eat like a grizzly bear, but still, it's just alligator will eat you. And it's funny speaking of that. That's what those guys are talking about. There's an alligator somewhere, like a really old alligator somewhere. Was it them? But anyhow, they end up, it killed somebody's dog, but ultimately they end up getting it, and they cut it open and had like 4 other dog collars in its, like tags in its stomach, like metal tags from where it had gotten other dogs.
Now, Big Al says wild hogs here, they're nasty to eat. Well, that's one thing, feeding the homeless. I'm pretty sure a lot of those people don't care what it tastes like as long as it puts something in their belly. But yeah, I can agree. Some hogs, depending on what they're eating, their flavor can be quite pungent.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Because I know my family, they're all hunters, and like my cousin, boy, he's hunter extraordinary. He should have his own hunting show. But I got fish camp stuff. That's what we eat. We eat, the deer or the hog or the fish that we catch. You know what I mean? And like if you cook it right and you cheese it right, you can. It's good. It just depends. Like if somebody just goes and slaughters a pig and then goes and cuts and starts cooking on a grill for you, it's probably not going to be the best if you just eat that like that. But there are ways to make it a lot better than real.
Sarasota Beach Bum said that happened in Venice, Florida. That lady that got attacked by the gator and he killed her. Yeah, it happened in Venice. Wow,
that's crazy.
Is that up around you?
No, that's south.
Is it?
That's going to be south of you.
Oh, okay.
Down like past Sarasota. That's why. That's probably why
I am Florida stupid. I mean, I don't get out much. I know where I go, and that's about all I can remember. But Mama Coop and I, we've been doing some saltwater fishing here lately because I've never been a saltwater fisherman, and I've always wanted to try it, you know. And they say sheep's head really good. They say that reds are really good. I just never done it, so we've been trying it here lately.
Right.
I think our next trip we're going over to Fort DeSoto.
Oh, nice.
Fort DeSoto Park. You've got the beach you can fish off of. You got piers you can fish off. You got mangroves that you can go out and wade in and fish out of. So, yeah, I think we're gonna go over there next.
So the one thing I would recommend, if you catch a black drum, don't let that one go. They're big fish. And it's like pulling in a rock, but like black drums, like they have worms in them. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever caught one that have worms, and it's like the most disgusting thing. Like, I caught one. I get back to, I had no idea about them, and then we get back to my buddy's house, and he cuts it open. He's like, "Do you want to leave them in there and just cook them, or do you want to try and pull them out?" I'm like, "What?" And it's like it's the most disgusting. Like, most people just cook them, you know. But like, ugh, if you catch a black drum, just put it back. But the redfish and the sheephead, I guess it depends on the size. I'm not sure the limits and stuff. But like in the what do you call it? Red snapper, trout, like, yeah, so it's good. It's good eating too.
Your reds have a certain size length that you can keep. It's got to be under or over this size and under this size. So you got, like, I think it's 18 to 20 something.
Right, it's like a range or something.
Yeah. Sheep's head, I think they got to be over 12 inches. I think. I'm not positive. I have to read up on it now. Freshwater, I can tell you everything about freshwater, but saltwater, I can't tell you shit about. I don't know anything about saltwater at all.
Yeah.
Snook's another good fish.
Yeah.
I think I have eaten grouper. There's a place down in St. Pete that makes a grouper sandwich down there that is just absolutely nice. But I've never caught one.
Grouper, and then what? Well, they got flounders, another good one. I can't really distinguish the taste of each one. Like, as we talk about, I haven't ate enough of any of it to know. Right. I just know it's always really good. I enjoy fish. I catfish I really like, but it's just a matter of like what you catch and where it's at, how big it is. I've caught a big snook one time. It was legal. Like, it was sweet because you got to take on some slabs. But another like good freshwater is what is it? Little perch, little, what do you call them? Or bluegill, crappie? Or I guess crappie. Yeah,
crappie. I eat that. That's my favorite fish right there. I love. Well, they call them specks here, or they call it crappie, whichever you want to pronounce it.
Right.
But I love crappie. Matter of fact, Lake Louisa, up around the Claremont area, that's where Mama Coop and I like to go fish for crappie because they're big up there. I mean, Jesus, this is the one we caught here a few years ago, right there. I mean, that thing was huge, just absolutely huge. You could put a golf ball. Yeah, you could put a golf ball in that sucker's mouth.
And when you catch like 20 of them, man, you got some good dinner.
Oh yeah. And this right here would have made a good that would have fed two people easily, just that one fish. Now, up in Missouri, these same fish are like not even a third the size. They're small up there. But yeah, I like those. I like the specks. I like the crappies. That's the best tasting fish for me. I don't eat bass. I just catch and release on them. You getting attacked?
It's my drone. It's my drone bee that I got flying around Tubetown patrolling.
Now you have a drone, don't you?
I do not. No.
Oh,
I never had one.
I've been looking at the DJI one because you can get them small enough to where you don't have to be regulated with them.
Right.
You don't have, and I think it's under so many grams. DJI puts one out, and it's just 1 gram under the legal weight, where you don't have to have all of the permits,
register it and all that stuff. Right. I wonder how that works. Like,
they're pretty
when you buy it, they do it. I'm sure they do it then.
You can buy you can buy it anytime you want off Amazon, but if it's too big, you got to get a hold of, I think it's an airport that does it, and then you have to go take a class, and you have to be certified that you can fly it. That's why DJI came out with those smaller ones. That way you didn't have to go through all of that. Matter of fact, there's a couple of channels that I watch. There's one that's a little female. That's what she does for a living. she takes and hires out her drone services, and companies pay her to go out and take video of their billboards. And then she turns the video over to them, and then they put them in commercials. And
Nice. Well,
she makes dang good money.
and you have to have a license for that. Same thing like a real estate company that does drone sort of thing. You have to have a licensed drone operator to do it. You can't just hire a dude off Facebook that has a drone and a camera. You know, you have to utilize. You have to have people that are qualified, if you will.
Right. But I've been looking into that. I looked into it last year because her channel really caught my eye because she lives here in Florida, and that's what she does. She goes all around the Miami, Orlando, Tampa, all the major cities, and she films for these companies. She films their billboards, and then she sends in the footage. They make their commercials. Well, she gets paid to do that. And as far as I know, I can't remember if she's permits or not, but I don't think she is. And if you do have to have permits, they're not that expensive. But she flies.
Drone license is basically you have to be like probably what you said, like you have to go take that course, and you can't that I don't know exactly, but I think that's what it is. Like how they get permits, but
she's making 100 to 150 grand a year doing this, and it's just filming billboards. Like one company, she had to go film 7 different billboards. So they sent her the pins for all 7 billboards they wanted her to film. So she went out, she filmed each one of them. That right there was $30K for 2 days work. $30K.
Man,
it's unreal. Just sitting there, and those drones are so smart. You really don't have to learn how to fly them that well because they're so smart that it doesn't take much to fly them. And when you're done, you just hit the home button. It comes right back to where it took off from. So you don't. There's not a whole lot you have to do to them anymore.
That's an interesting concept right there. I wonder if anybody around here does that. I'll do that, man. I'll go buy a drone and go take some pictures of some billboards, man. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder how that came about. You know what I mean? That's an interesting market right there because it's probably not very saturated, I wouldn't think. But I could be totally wrong.
It's not only billboards. Like this one company, they were a vaping company. They sold this vape pen, right? And they had billboards, but it wasn't all just billboards. Some of it was actually like when you go into a bar and you go into the bathroom where they'll have like a sign up on the wall selling something, an advertisement. So she would go into this bar and she would say, okay, here it is. She would film that on the wall. You know, it wasn't just billboard. Most of it's billboards, but a lot of it wasn't. So yeah, man, just do a search for jobs with drones, and it's with you doing your stuff with the camera. There's all kinds of stuff out there you can do, man. That's why I can't understand why anybody that needs a job doesn't have a job, because there are so many things out there that you can do.
Because they don't want to work is the reason why.
Well, you got some people out there, poor old Jay Hip, he has to go to work every night just to feed them. So anyway, we're not going to go there. All right. Oh, FCC class. All right. Here we go. Dan Davis says FCC certified to fly a large drone. But see, that's where you get into the size limit. If you get them under the size limit, you don't have to be FCC certified. And like I said, DJI, yeah. Like your microphone that you use.
Right.
That's made by, who is that made by?
Joby.
Yeah. Okay. Well, DJI also has the same kind of setup. They're into the cameras, they're into the microphones, the whole thing.
Right.
Their drones, they're a little costly, but heck, man, if you can make all the money to pay for that drone off of one job, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that'd be fun. Because I imagine you get to see a lot of cool stuff. And same thing with, like, again, if you're doing like for realtors, you know what I mean? I imagine there's probably a lot of people that don't do it. I'm not sure around here, but like I've seen like places like my buddy owns several bars there in downtown Orlando, and have the drone come in from outside and then fly through the bar. You know what I mean? And it kind of gives a whole different perspective of the establishment. That's
most
pretty
definitely. Cool. Oh yeah, especially I never even thought about that, but yeah, realtors. I bet realtors would hire you, because then you could take a drone out and you just start in the front yard filming it, and you just film the whole outside of the house.
Right.
That's another.
And you go up, they can see the neighbors around them, see if there's a junkyard next to you. You know what I mean?
It gives the potential customers a bird's eye view without having to go there. You
Right,
know?
right. Yeah, a little bit better of an idea versus wasting your time and going and looking, you know?
Right, right. So yeah, I could see that being a good possibility. They could just pop that right on their website or put it on YouTube and just link it to their website. Hey, they can
Right,
make double the
right.
money. I
Yeah.
think you might be on to something there, Travis.
Well,
Now,
so you're the person who talked about it. Like, I had no idea, but man, that would be pretty cool. Well, but think about it is me though, my problem is I'm just not that tech savvy. Like I am, but I'm not. I have to really kind of focus. That's a hard thing for me to do. And like it's but like I said, they're pretty easy to fly. I've always enjoyed flying like little cheap remote control helicopters. You can't really do much with
right?
them, but you know, they're fun to fly around in the house. But like I said, those drones are pretty easy and you know, I'm pretty creative. The biggest thing is like running into a tree or something, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
that'd be, you know, my downfall. I end up crashing trying to learn how to
Well,
fly.
see,
But
a lot of people like the speed behind them and they play with them. Well, if you're going to be filming like houses for realtors, you're not going to be out there playing with it. You're going to be going up
right.
and you're just going to be slowly going around, taking video and then landing. So it wouldn't be that hard to learn. Matter of fact, I think that the drones nowadays are easier than the old remote control planes and helicopters.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
the
sure.
where you got the old joysticks,
Mhm.
the drones are easier than that nowadays because there's so much technology wrapped up in them.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. Years back when we used to come up here and visit my wife's parents, and we still lived in Orlando. Her brother had one of those remote control airplanes. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
pretty cool, but you got to learn how to fly 'em. You know, there's no joke
Yeah.
because once you crash them, they're pretty much done.
I
Well,
was into the RC stuff years and years and years ago, and I spent about 8 months building a Corsair. And the very first flight, what did I do? I hit my damn mailbox and tore the wing off up. And I said, 8 months, I'm not repairing it. I just gave up the hobby.
yeah, you know, that's the thing about it. My brother-in-law, we're there and he's flying around. And he's like, "You want to fly?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he hands me the remote. I'm flying it because it's flying away from me. I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome." I'm able to steer and everything. And I turn it around, it's coming back at me. And then when it's coming back at you, the controls are opposite. So it starts to go like that. So what I do, I try to like compensate for it and just smash right in the ground.
Right.
But yeah, those are cool, man. But like you said, once you crash them, like your days, you're done. You know what I mean?
Right.
These drones are pretty durable. The owner of the track, he has a couple that he does shots for the track. I've
Right.
had to go climb up in trees and get it out because he's crashed them in the trees before. But you know, they're pretty light, pretty durable, and they're easy to change out those blades. You know what I mean? So it's not like those planes and helicopters.
Well, the cameras on those things, like say for instance, you're at the track, right? You can take that thing off in one spot and just go up and just it can film the whole area. You really don't have to fly it. It just goes up, just turn it slightly to each way and then land it. Or you can have somebody go out into the middle of the track, where the racers aren't going to get you
Right, right.
and just take it off right from the middle of the track and just film the whole thing as it's going on. It'd be so simple, so simple.
That'd be cool. That
He
would be
could put
cool.
that on the website. I'm sure the track has a website, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, so the thing about it is, we have. There's only certain people that are allowed to fly drones there because you're not allowed to fly drones there because if one crashes when the riders
Right.
are riding. But there are certain people that are allowed. We have certain photographers or credentials that are allowed. But yeah, that's the thing. He just leans on all the photographers to take pictures and stuff like that. He gets a lot from them. He'll do his own couple shots, but for the most part, he'll just hit up like CNC photos or R&D, and like they'll send him what he needs. He'll say, "Hey, make me a quick compilation of this week's race," and then they'll put a little quick clip together for him because they're there filming all the riders and all the racers and teams and stuff like that. So it's a lot easier when you
That
got all those people at your disposal.
that's pretty cool. Alan says, Coop, I've seen drones that spray crops.
Hmm.
And what is that? Timbered?
Timber,
Timbered.
yeah,
I would say woods, like timber.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, them drones they're something else. They're actually something else.
Yeah, well, they're using it
Anyway,
for warfare now, man. That's what's crazy. That's scary. You see
yeah,
that stuff going on.
yeah.
That's like wow. I mean, that's just whoa.
Now those drones are miniature airplanes. They're huge, but they do have special forces and stuff. I have seen where they have little tiny, tiny, tiny drones that is basically just fold up and go in their backpack, and they'll use them for reconnaissance. Out in the real world. And I'm
Right,
like,
right.
wow.
No, I've seen them. I've seen the little ones like they chase the soldiers around. They fly. They have like an IED on them, and they fly into the soldier, and it detonates.
Oh,
And like you'll
wow.
see.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, it's gnarly. Like you can't get away from them. Like
Oh,
it's
wow.
crazy. It's nuts.
I'm surprised you don't have a drone yet. I'm surprised because you
But
can
it's
pick
just
them
something
up
I have to
fairly.
buy that I break.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
I can
know.
see that. I can see that. That's kept me from getting them. I haven't had one. I want one because, a lot of times when I go fishing, that would be a nice tool to have to go up and, scan around while you're out there fishing and it puts you in the shot. That would be pretty cool.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's an easy search on YouTube. Just search, hey, jobs using a drone, and you'll see a bunch of stuff will pop up.
That's
But that would
interesting.
be cool. That would be cool. That little gal, she makes good money, man.
Yeah,
So
well,
what you
then next
got
thing you know, I won't be
planned?
a YouTuber. I'll have to like put YouTube on the back burner. I'll be out there making some money. That's the biggest
Oh,
thing.
there you go.
I'd want to like again make a bunch of money and just buy a bunch of land and move all the family to it.
Well, you could
Like,
also integrate it into your YouTube stuff,
no,
I mean,
I would actually. Well, that's the biggest thing. My YouTube channel. That's what I told. I met a guy yesterday actually at the river, and I was talking to him about it. And I was like, and same thing with the guys that came here. The goal of the channel to change the world one smile at a time. And I really enjoy the comments that, and I get a lot of emails that I don't share that are really heart touching. But like I told him, one of the biggest compliments I've had when somebody said that I give lonely people a place to go. You know what I mean? So that's really what drives me to keep doing videos. You know what I mean? Because people enjoy whatever goofiness I'm doing. You know what I mean? But that's like sometimes you get in those. Like for me, it's like I can't sit there and talk all day. That'd be hard for me. But like to go out and film something, do something like every day. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'll just come out here, go to just whatever and film
right.
it. But sometimes if I don't have nothing going on, it's like man, I guess like a writer's block or whatever. Because I don't have like a set thing I'm planning on doing. And so, but getting those compliments like that for whatever it is, that I do, people enjoy the videos. So that's what keeps me, keeps it really, awesome for me.
Well, that's what I love about your channel. I go over there to unplug, just to have a laugh and hang out with people in the chat. Uh, YouTube can get pretty monotonous sometimes. Like you
Right.
said, everybody gets, uh, I guess what you could say, writer's block. You just don't have you just can't focus on, okay, what am I going to do today? I mean,
Right.
yeah, I do a lot of research and I usually plan stuff out, but sometimes I just don't want to. So you have to find something that your audience is going to entertain
Right.
and make them happy. So anyway, I understand what you're saying. It's kind of crazy, but
Well, I mean, and that's for like, and I don't know if that the email I sent you, if you already tried that one, hopefully that one, if you hadn't, hopefully that will get you somewhere. But like for people like myself, like really trying to, in yourself, for example, trying to, make make ends meet by being a creator, because there's so many different types of creators, like
right,
me, for example, you, for, if you're on YouTube and you're doing something, you know what I mean? You happen to be creative in whatever way you can be. And so, but sometimes, like you said, man, it's like I've had times like, man, it's like I don't want to make a video today, but if I don't, then how am I going to be able to pay all the bills this month? Then I think about
right.
what about the people? You know what I mean? The people want to see a video, so sometimes I'll do a shorter one. I'm kind of bummed about, and it'll be a 10 to 10. It won't get nothing, a bunch of views, but the views that I do get are the people that I want as my viewers. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're watching my channel for me, not for like I clickbaited them all yesterday. But I think it was legitimate though what happened yesterday. But it was just funny. Like I had no idea those guys are coming by, and but like, dude, like if you, and again, I'm not trying to film them. I'm just filming for if something happens like that.
Right.
But like that was pretty intentional to me. But like people, you know, you get so many more people that like to watch that drama, But
Drama
it's like I'm
sells,
feeling.
drama
Oh,
sells.
I know. But that's why I go back to the ones that I want. I want to build my channel and people just watch my channel for me and for what the enjoyment they get out of it. Not
Right. Right.
because of this or because of that, or because if you base it on that, then it's like, all right, well I can keep building the channel, keep building, keep growing and growing. Because like last month I was told my viewers like it's a tough month for me. Like I didn't as you get paid a month in advance. So
Right.
everything I made last month I got paid this month, which this month we did pretty well. But obviously when they decide to start chiming in, you get a lot more views and people want to see that stuff.
Well, I
But
don't know
as
if
I
you
said
know
before,
about it. I don't know if you know about it or not, but January, February, and March are usually your worst months on YouTube because everybody's coming right out of the holidays. They're recouping what they just spent over the holidays. So those are usually, as far as creators, those are usually the leanest months. But
Right.
once you
Well, you know
get
what,
past that,
dude, I tell you what, it was funny. I don't know. And I guess it's just the way, and I don't get into a lot of the analytics, and which I should. I wish I had like somebody that really knew a lot about it that could help me understand it better. But the fact that like sometimes I've noticed like you'll do better on a shorter. How do I want to say this? I'm just trying to think of how to say it where it makes sense to everybody, not just in my head. But
I
it's
think I
just
know where you're going with it. On uploads, a shorter upload versus a 2-hour live stream, you'll do better on an upload. And that's true. That's where you get your subscribers or your uploads. And your live streams are basically for your people that want to watch you on a live stream. But a lot of people, your uploads, that's where you're going to grow with your channel. I live stream. I don't upload anymore, which I should upload. I just haven't had the time for it. But I've been blessed with the audience coming and watching every day. But uploads is where it's at. I mean, you can make more revenue off of uploading a video on YouTube than you can a lot of times on live streaming. That's
right.
just
Well,
that's just a fact. The only thing with live streaming is, take for instance Jeremy, for instance. Okay, he's got a huge audience. Now, him live streaming, he's got super chats and memberships just come
right,
pouring in.
right,
Okay,
right.
so he can make the bank off of that. Whereas us smaller people, we have to try and play the field. We do the uploads, and then we give them a live stream. Well, I don't do them. You do uploads and you do live streams. What, two times a week?
Oh no, I try to upload a video every day. I'm
No,
just
I'm
moving up
talking
the
about
sun. A
live
live stream,
streams.
yeah. The live stream like this. The planned live streams are Tuesdays today at 6:30, and the Saturdays at noon. But the mayor, like, he'll throw random lives here and there. But so I don't have a lot of plans on those. Usually it's about 3, but I don't have a set day when Tubetown goes live. But yeah,
Well,
usually on the
I'm no expert, but just judging on the successful channels that I've seen out there, you have to have a schedule. Period. When
yeah,
it
oh yeah.
comes to your uploads, you have to upload every day at the same time. Your
Hmm.
live streams, every time you live stream at the same time. Uh, Classic example, look at Jeremy. Jeremy does uploads 6 days a week and does his one live stream on Sunday. That's his live stream to where he can interact with his audience that watches his stuff all week. I have seen so many successful channels that run that same outline that he does, and you got to be committed to it. I mean,
Oh yeah,
one
yeah.
yeah, one of the biggest YouTubers, Casey Neist. Anyway, he just did vlogs. He did like 30-minute vlogs every day. Okay, just him live streaming, or it wasn't even live streaming. He would just upload every single day. He would upload a video, and he says, "I'm going to upload a video 7 days a week for 1 year." That 1 year turned into like 5 years. But his audience, he's one of the biggest vloggers on YouTube. Matter of
Right.
fact, he's actually been in some movies. But yeah, it's that schedule, because everybody
Well, people
knows
know
that
where to find
YouTube,
you.
yeah, everybody knows that YouTube unsubscribes people, and the
Yep.
notifications don't always work. But if they
Right.
know you're going to be there, they're going to
Yep.
show up every day at that time to watch what you put out.
Yeah. No, for real. That was one thing Jeremy told me when I first started. That was funny. He's like, pick a day, pick a time. I didn't know that how much he did YouTube or like every day post and all that. And so I was like, all right, well, I'll post. I first started posting like I'm not sure what day it was, but I was like, I'll post at 5:30, not knowing that his videos are posted at the same time.
Right.
And so that's why I changed it to 6:30, because of the fact of, obviously I try not to overlap, other creators that are
Right.
kind of in the circle. But yeah, it's when they say, like, pick a time and stick to it. That way everybody knows it's like, because any successful person will tell you consistency is key. So
Yep.
same time every day, you'll find me at 6:30. If it's either I'm doing a live on Tuesday or I'm doing a video. And sometimes on Sundays I'll do the surprise Sunday live, because if me and Joy want to hang out or do something, most people know, like my videos are the same day of. So it's like I gotta work all day making a video, then upload it and edit it and then download it and all that stuff. To where if I just want to hang out with her, then I'll just jump on the live for an hour and hang out, and that puts us, a lot of times you'll get a few super chats, which helps out. But and then it puts some watch hours on, and it still just gives the viewers, a chance to, see a video or hang out for the day. That's
Right.
the biggest thing. But yeah, it's I couldn't agree more. Consistency is definitely the 100%.
Now, see, she's starting to transition over. She was live streaming Monday through Friday, and now I think she's transitioning to where she's going to start uploading videos and go videos every day of the week, and then just do live streams like 1 or 2 days. Because a lot of her people like the game night she does on Friday,
Right.
so she's not getting rid of that because they all come, they play the games, and the games she plays are interactive with everybody. The audience can play. And then she does her little raffle stuff, but yeah, she's getting into the uploads more now. And the only advice I can tell people is don't give up. I mean, it's going to be slow going till people start catching on that you're out there, and once they catch on, they'll start coming. They'll
Yeah.
start
Right.
sharing your stuff.
And that's the one thing I try to tell people, like the only way you're going to lose is if you quit. Just don't quit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and like when I first started, and I'd made enough. Like I was telling the guy yesterday, I was like, because he asked like, well, what was your first YouTube paycheck? And it was like $200. But you got to, and that was because you had to get to that. You had to reach the $100 criteria. You had to make $100 first, and then then they'll send you the money for that 28 days. So I think my first one was like $200. But then after that, it was, like 15, 18, 20. Then when I made like $35, I was like, man, sweet. I was able to, pay the water bill. So I'm paying a bill on YouTube, but here it is. I've been doing it 5 years and pretty much all the time. And I'm at the point now where it's, it's able to take care of the bills, but still not every month they can do it. But it's one of the things where it's work. Don't think it's just going to happen overnight. Now, sure, some channels, get a boost and they can get monetized pretty quickly, and then if they go viral with something, then next thing you know, you can make $100,000 a month, with a video, and that
Right.
happens. I know people out there that's happened more than that. But freaking, and this is outside of the what the hell's realm. These are other YouTubers that I know. But
See, I didn't even
it's
realize it, but this demonetization stuff, it's hit big channels, big channels. I mean, I've seen channels upwards of bigger than Tug's, that got their demonetization. There was one of Tug's people that he knows. The guy was making 65 grand a month, and they demonetized him. Now, tell me what sense they have in that, because not only is he making good money, but then again, YouTube's making even good money off of him. So why?
Right.
That tells me that there's no human involvement in this demonetization crap. This is all AI shit.
Yeah.
All of it. So just make sure, stick with that schedule. I'm not the smartest cookie in the back. I haven't, really been following my own advice, but just don't give up. Okay,
Right.
that's the main thing. Keep going. Like you told the little kid that's wears the goggles. Just do you, man. Just don't give up, because it takes that one viral video, and next thing you know, you go from 1,000 subscribers to 30,000 real quick.
Yeah. Right. And then that's where it's like I like trying to help, like, again, not that I'm anybody, I'm not like a major YouTuber or whatever, but the like some of these smaller channels are coming about. I like seeing channels that are under 100. I try and push my channel and get them up to 100. And then channels that are like close to 1,000, like try and push people to go over there and get them to 1,000, just because those are hurdles, you know what I mean? But same time, it's still a long ways to go. Even when you get monetized, it's still a long ways. People, I think, maybe get a little discouraged because they see like, whoa, man, this. It isn't all this cracked up to be, and there's a lot of work that goes into it if you really want to be serious about it and try to make it your full-time job.
Oh wow. Now I know, I'm pretty sure you know who In the Clouds is, right?
The name, yes.
She's probably
Is
been,
it a
they probably been in
channel?
your chat. Apparently they had a stroke.
Oh,
So
no.
everybody in the chat, please give In the Clouds, your thoughts and prayers. All
They
right.
go, oh, that's no good.
They do some work. They make some little parodies that we play on the channel every once in a while, and they're pretty
Okay.
funny. But I know that they've been around a long time in the Hales community. I see them everywhere. Tug's chat, Jeremy's chat. I think I've seen them in your chat, but it's In the Clouds 4, I think is the name of their channel. But anyway, guys and gals, keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
Sure.
Okay, speedy recovery. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I'm talking to you, so I'm not really paying attention to the chat as much as I usually do. And Mama come rolling in hot with that all caps. But yeah. Anyway,
definitely sending prayers for sure. And that's another important thing that I always try to stress on my channel in life is the fact of like you don't know when that day's here. So if you live bitter, and sometimes I preach this to Julia, and I'm not like anybody, I'm not perfect. There's times I get upset and everything, but like you just don't know what's gonna happen and when. You don't know. Like the other day I was on the way here and I had PTSD from a bad car accident when I was a kid. And like I pulled up at the stop sign, right? And it's 129, so it's 65 miles an hour going this way. And there's a car that stops in front of me, he's going to turn left. Well, this guy coming this way down the highway doing 65 wasn't paying no attention. I looked up, I'm like, I'm about to see this car just get obliterated. Well, then he swerves to miss the car, and then he's coming right at me. And luckily, he was able to swerve back and like go right between me, sit at the stop sign in that car, and go around him. But like, that would have been a T-bone. If he would have hit me, I probably wouldn't have been here. And so things happen in life. That's why I try to tell people like, man, just be happy and like just stop living so aggravated, because it's like, man, like you don't know when your time's up, man. You better live here. Like I've lived on this earth more than half what I'm going to live on this earth if I get lucky enough to live to be in my 70s or 80s. So it's like time goes like that and stuff happens. Like, man, just try and enjoy this life as you get it.
Exactly. I think I'm going to open this up for Q&A for the chat. You ready to be put under the gun by the chat?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead. All right, chat. What we're going to do now is whatever you guys want to ask Travis or myself, just put it in the chat, and we're going to go from there. So if anybody's got any interesting questions that they may have for Travis or myself, just pop them in the chat. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's up. We'll try and answer them to the best of our ability. Try and keep it clean. But yeah, if you guys want to, just go ahead and hit us up with your questions, and we'll see if we can answer some of them. And I know it's going to take a few minutes because we got that lag thing going on whenever we're
subscribed to In the Clouds. I finally realized when I'm streaming from my phone, I can actually use my computer and do other things and then go back to the chat.
Okay. Who is it? Somebody just posted In the Clouds. Dangerous Waves just posted In the Clouds YouTube link.
Yep, I just clicked and subscribe.
All right. But yeah, they put out some pretty funny stuff. I mean, if you go over and check it out, you'll enjoy it. It's not all about the drama stuff. They put out some stuff that's pretty nice. Cool. That has nothing to do with the drama. A lot of it.
Happy anniversary, Kathleen! Like 21 years.
Hardest job on earth.
Hardest job on earth.
Oh yeah. Let me get caught up here. So what do we got here? We got husband and I's. Oh yeah, that's Kathleen. Happy anniversary. All right, we got Donnie Marie. Travis, you ready to learn how to drive a 1950 Willis Jeep?
That's Ethel, right? Ethel, yeah. Donnie Marie. They have, that's cool. They come by. They was on the channel not too long ago. They have an old car, and it's cool. But yeah, man, for sure, definitely. They have a pretty fun channel as well. But I'm down. I'm ready. I guess we'll have to go to Cedar Key. Might take us, like, the car only goes like 40 miles an hour. So like it's pretty cool though, man. It's like old school car.
Is something going on with Johnny D, chat? I didn't see us. Is Johnny D okay? Because I know Johnny D's in here all the time. If there's something wrong with Johnny D, thoughts and prayers to him as well. But anyway, let's move on. Where we got? Good morning, Sarasota. Good to see you getting to be some mighty nice beach days. Yeah, Florida's been really nice with weather here lately. Really nice.
No, I see one. Is that really? I heard something else. They said they're going to cut down the tree over there and let it fall on the wishing well. So the inspector guy says, Travis, can you debunk Lisa, who says Tubetown 2.0 is for sale? What's the purpose for the sign? The sign is a friend of the people who own the property. So they allowed him to put the sign there for advertisement. So it's just advertising him as a realtor, not advertising the property for sale. But I'm sure if you got the right price, I'm sure we'll sell it, But no, the property is not for sale. It's just it's a realtor sign there for the guy Jaylee Tiny Adventures. Him and his wife. Actually, it's more so Lois's land. It's from her father, but James is friends with that realtor, so he let him put the sign up there. Don't look really very two-timey to me. I'm kind of like bummed on that, but hey, I don't own the property, so I can't say. But no, it's not for sale. So whatever. Gosh, only knows what all kinds of craziness they say.
Good morning, Pickle Tink. I saw you in here earlier, young lady. Sorry, I've been just focusing on Travis because usually I'm pretty interactive with the chat, but when I have a guest on, I try and stay focused on them. But that's why we've opened this up to Q&A. So you guys got any questions for Travis or myself, just pop them in the chat, guys. We'll try and answer them to the best of our ability, as long as they're PG-13.
Update on future plans, Dr. Demos says. Like, future plans is what? Just to live life, be happy, and change the world once in a time. Well, here I'm rearranging. I started rearranging today. I wasn't going to film it, but I just wanted to get it done. But rearranging 2.0. I want it to grow. The cool thing about it is people still come by here. Like it's not like we just yesterday the first May entry. I think I'm gonna grab the book. The first May entry.
He will be back, boys and girls. He will be back. Oh, yeah, Johnny D. I'm glad to have you here. You're not having any problems, brother. I must have misread what was being said. Thank you for cleaning up that rumor, Travis. Stacy says.
Yeah, clearing absolutely. 4/28 and then May 4th. So yeah, that's again, it's every month we've had multiple guests come by. Like this is from this year.
Oh, Nanny Clampett says, Travis, have you got all 50 state flags yet?
No, I do not. I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna have to. I had to take some flags down yesterday. I'm gonna have to start taking some of them down because they're getting kind of sun rotted. And then not like these people try to say like it doesn't look. It's a field full of a bunch of yard games. It's the Redneck Carnival. It's not trashy, but some of the flags were getting faded, so I took them down. But I'm gonna have to start taking some more down. But ultimately, I'm trying to get all 50 tags for 2.0. I'll go film it again for tomorrow's video. But I have I think maybe 40 or 50 states so far for the license tags. But that's what I'm trying to do at the fence on top of 2.0 is have all 50 states license tags up there.
That'd be cool.
But, yeah, Kathleen, but as far as flags, I don't know.
Kathleen, what do you got to say? Isn't the status hearing today for the bankruptcy case? Yes, it is. Are you attending that, Travis?
What?
The status hearing for the bankruptcy. Are you attending that as a creditor today, or are you just not worried about it?
That stuff.
Okay, cool.
Again, that's the funny thing about it. The papers that I get, I've only received two different things. But a lot of times the stuff that I get, everybody's already talked about it and know what it is. I don't even know what it is. But man, I try to stay away clear from that circus over there.
Lane's wife asks, is Sasquatch behind the basketball?
I cannot find him. I've been looking for him. I hit him last time. I don't know where I hit him, to be honest with you. I totally forgot. I was looking for there's one on that pole, but that's not the one you got to look for. The one you got to look for is a figurine, but I literally have misplaced him yesterday. Or not, I looked for him. I don't know where he's at. Where I hit him last.
All right. Miss Angie says, was your guardian angel with you, Travis, when your neighbor tried to take you out?
Well, I like to think my guardian angel is always with me. The good Lord above. And that's where, the clickbait, and I know some people might not like it. I don't care. If you don't like my channel, don't watch it. But it's just funny. That stuff, that's why I'm like one video though. I'm entertained by it, but again, I'm not trying to jag it all up or drag them into my videos. That's the last thing I want to do. But when they again insert themselves or try to do something, then that's when I'm gonna be entertained by it and I'll talk back. If you guys like yesterday, they were saying something.
By the way, before I forget it, Travis, if you want to use anything in this stream or the other stream that you did with me, you're more than welcome to. Okay, if you
Right
ever want
on.
to use any of it for like shorts or anything, you're all for it. You can use whatever you need, man.
I
Because hey,
appreciate
you're
it.
on here with me, so it's just as much of
Yeah.
your content as is mine.
Oh man,
Oh,
I'm happy
let's
to be here, hang
see.
out. Actually works good because usually, like like today's my live day, so I don't have to worry about filming a video today, but I'm going to. That way, I'll have a video for tomorrow. But it's nice because usually I'm during the time that you're on, I'm actually working and filming and making my video for the day. So that's why I can jump on once in a while for a few minutes. But it's nice on a Tuesday because it's like I'm not worried if I gotta make a video tomorrow. I'll make a video tomorrow. So
Gotcha.
it's cool.
Now we got Randy come rolling in. Travis, are you really John's manservant? Of
He
course,
wishes.
of course, he didn't say manservant, but we're going to keep it PG-13 here. Oh,
That's
how
so
you got it?
funny.
Travis, has Lynette hit on you yet? Or hit on you?
Mhm.
She seems obsessed with your image.
I know. That's what I don't get. I don't get it. I thought it was funny though when I talked about because somebody's mentioned about they were talking about the cutout or whatever, and I mentioned on one of my videos get a cutout of each of them and stand them beside me so they can come out look at themselves and me standing with me.
Oh, by the way, I was talking to Venomous Venom the other day. She got a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna have to run by you one of these days. Anyway, and we got Rick. Are you going to build the tree house, or are the trees in an attack mode? I don't know what the
No,
rest of that means,
I'm
but
going to build it. It's just a matter of time, and then once I get up there, I get started on it. It's that's where I know they're going to start blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
right.
They're like, "Oh, look, he's spying on me. He's doing this." It's like, no, I'm not. I'm not spying on you guys. If I wanted to spy on you, I'd buy my own drone. I'd fly it up in the sky and I'd spy on you like everybody else does nowadays, right? I mean,
Right.
for crying out loud. Like I saw that the tweaker drone video where there's a guy like in LA or somewhere, and he flies down where all the drug addicts are at, and he's just like well, they like the drug dealers at the hotels and the prostitution rings, and they're flying around and like that's kind of entertaining to me, but there's nothing they can do about it. But like I'm not trying to spy on people. They're like what do you call that? Don't flatter yourself, right? Like
Right.
please, like
You
that's what it
got
was yesterday. Like close the gate or hide the kid. They were saying something. You couldn't hear it on my video, but like hide the kid. He's out there getting filming. Like
nobody
what are
has
you
any
talking? Don't
interest in
fool
the
yourself.
kid.
I know. Well, that's where that one time that the kid was out and the whoever came for whatever, like they brought the kid out. Like I went back there in the woods because I wasn't trying to film at the time. If you guys are out there doing whatever I'm filming you in the background, hey, that's you put the fence up so you don't have to be. It's perfect. But like that's the last thing I want. And same thing. I want that kid to be happy, healthy, and whatever is the best for that child. But I don't know. It's not my gig. I just
All right. We got Travis. Do you have a New Mexico flag or tag? Tag. I'm assuming license plate. Do you have one from New Mexico?
To be honest with you, I do not know, but feel free to send it. We'll get it up. But I wouldn't know. I don't know what all I have and what I don't have. Because the majority of the tags are ones that were sent for the ranch. And some have been sent for Tubetown. But the majority were ones from the ranch. I still got some more to hang up. But I'm trying to get all 50 states on the front fence line, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I still got about 30 left, but they're duplicate states. So that way I can hang them up.
Now you got Josie says, I'm going to have to catch up as I was late today. Travis, don't change yourself. You bring sunshine and laughter to the world.
That.
Right. Oh, let me know if you have a Kentucky. I'm assuming.
So what I'll do is I'll do a video and I'll go down the fence line and show. I did it the other day, but it was too fast. I'll go down and I'll talk and say which one they are. That way people will be able to see what I don't have.
There you go. Hey, that'd be perfect, man. Look at there. The chat's already giving you ideas for your next video.
So somebody mentioned something about those guys that warn them. It's funny because they're like a legitimate turtle rescue. I'm really excited to go out there, man, because that guy was really knowledgeable about nature, and they found an insect out there. So I asked him, I said, "Man, do you guys have a spring on your property?" He's like, "Yeah, they have 2 springs on the property." Because that's the one thing here in Florida, you know what I mean? You could be walking, next thing you know, like Blue Springs, it's a big old swimming pool in the middle of the woods, you know what I mean? But now it's a state park. But it's cool, and then them trying to preserve the areas, to keep it from being, developed and stuff. So, but I'm excited to go out there. I'll probably try and go out there. I got to get back to the track a couple of days this week, but It might not be till next week, but definitely I'm gonna get out there and film it. So I mentioned about warning them. I don't really have to warn them. I think about them. I don't think they're going to be here anymore. But
Now you got Miss Angie says, tag, you're it, Travis.
yeah, right.
I was going to go snatch a soundbite from one of Jeremy's videos where you guys were playing tag. I was going to get you with it, but I didn't have enough time this morning. Oh, what do you got to say, Perry? Jeremy just posted video about the status hearing. Oh, okay, cool. We'll have to check that out later. Do you have a link to the guys that visited you, Travis? Oh,
no, I'm gonna find that. I didn't get it yet, but imagine if you go watch the video and you Google that name there in Orchard, Florida, that whatever preserve, I'm sure you'll be able to find, because they are a nonprofit. They're like a legitimate nonprofit, and like, so I want to actually, because they were talking, I was like, man, can I bring my e-bike? You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, we're actually looking to get, find a e-bike or like a golf cart or something, so they can, out there on the property. But like once you get out there and kind of get a little more feel for them, I want to try and like help them, try and get some viewers behind them and get them something like that. Because I even said I'd reach out to the e-bike company, although the e-bikes would be a little bit harder out there because he says it's pretty sandy. Once you get out there and see it, but maybe try and do like a little rally for them and try to get them some funds to get them like a cart or something to drive around.
So do they have a YouTube channel?
No, they're a nonprofit, so they have a website and all that stuff. I don't know what it is yet, but you'd have to go back and hold on, sign the book.
Now, Sticky Widget says, Mr. Coop, Travis, do you have an Oregon plate yet? If not, I might have one to send you.
Send it away. So it's the Ashton Biological Archer Florida Preserve. ASHTON Biological. It's an Archer Florida Preserve. So which I was Chase. But yeah, so Google that. I'm sure you could probably find something on it. I hadn't got to it yet. I got the other information there. He's got a video I'm gonna go check out too. It's about the turtles. How ironic, you know what I mean? Those guys, and the way that they found out about it, that was pretty cool.
Now we got Brenda asks, did you see Shizzy's video of you and JC? Did you like it?
The one with him holding the. Yeah. I did. Oh, I laughed so hard. That was a good one. That was hilarious. Actually, I used that thumbnail for something too, on one of my lives or something. But it was pretty funny. I remember that movie.
MQSSS Greenland is missing. Oh, if you got a Greenland tag, man, that would be awesome. Send that sucker over. Do you have anything from out of the country?
What's that?
Do you have anything from out of the country, or is it all just United States?
No, there's some Canadian tags. I don't think there's, other than Canada, I don't think there's any other ones. I could be wrong.
Oh, Bill come rolling in. Travis and Mr. Coop are the two most mellow guys on the planet. I try to be.
You try. My apologies if you get interrupted.
Nanny Clampett, just make sure you never put up a freestanding pole in either Tubetown or LP. Oh my goodness, we're not going there. Nanny taking us to the
Sweet Dangerous Ways. Appreciate you doing it. There's the link to the thing.
Oh, did she put it in the chat? I'm probably behind. I'll probably run across it here in a minute.
What's funny is like when I do my lives, it's like my chat that I'm reading is behind what's on the computer. It's like you see on the computer faster than what you see when it comes up on my YouTube thing.
Oh, here we go. I could just pull this right up on the screen. I love having Restream, man, because we can do all kinds. Yeah. We can do all kinds of stuff here. Kabam. Now this is the website for these guys. Right. It's got the animal reserve here, and it's Ashton Biological Preserve, and that's a gopher turtle, guys. That's a big old gopher turtle. Oh, there's some frogs. But yeah, anybody that's interested, Dangerous Waves just posted the link. I will also grab it real quick, copy, and I will send it to you, Travis, so you have it, so you don't have to type it all in. Where is it? I'll send it right here. Paste and boom. That way it'll go out on both Rumble and here. But let me see. Where's my email? There's my email. Mama Coop right there. And that way I can get it off my phone and text it to you. All right. But that's a big old turtle. That's a big old turtle. What's the biggest one you've seen in Florida, Travis?
Well, I've seen, I mean, like at the zoo, you saw the big ones at the zoo. But like, yeah, just good sized gopher turtle. I mean, I've seen some big ones, but I don't think they get much bigger than the biggest one I've seen. If they do, it's probably like an oddball. But
right,
they're what size? Like basketball size, probably.
Gotcha. Not one that big, huh? I don't think I've seen one quite that big.
Well, I like the little box turtles. The little box. You ever see little box turtles?
Yeah, I see them. I've seen them quite a bit too. All right, there you go. I just sent you that address so you don't have to type it in. It's text message to you. Oh, good morning, Coop and Travis. Jen says, good morning. Good morning.
What's up, Jen?
Matter of fact, I'll pull this off of here. Bam. But there you go, guys. That's the preserve. I think I'm going to go up there one of these days with Mama. That'd be a nice ride. We can stop off and see you guys briefly, and then we'll cruise up there. Okay, we got Lynn. What you got to say? Are you going to warn the guys from yesterday about her rescue?
Well, I told them this basically because they were interested in a little bit, and I was like, don't even bother. You know what I mean? You probably don't want to be involved with all that. So, and they just kind of, because I told them, I kind of filmed them a little bit like, with my other buddy, and there, there's drama and there's, all kinds of stuff going on. And so I was like, I try to steer clear out of it, because they don't know nothing about that and the whole drama and all that. The two guys didn't know nothing about it. Only the one guy was Chase, that his buddy told him about me from just driving by Tubetown, and then he checked out some videos and thought it was cool, and then so that's when they came out. And so it's funny because when they drove by, he smiled away, and I was like, and they slowed down, and I was like, cool, maybe some viewers. And then they kept on going, maybe they didn't, and then that's when they were coming back, and then the neighbors were leaving. They pulled up behind the truck and parked it there, and then I was, then they noticed him leaving, so they pulled on down the road a little bit further, and that's when he got out and come walking down and then introduced himself. And so those organic things are pretty cool. I like that. I have no idea they're going to show up.
Polymopicus Rickles, I have you queued up. I'll get to it here probably closer to the end of the show, my friend. Thank you for sending that link over. And Mr. Kiko says, where do we send it to, Travis?
Send what?
License plates, stuff like that.
Oh, you can send them to my P.O. box. It's 485 Trenton, Florida, 32693. And it's going to be in the description of my videos. I'll have the P.O. box there. If you go to one of my videos, you go to the description, it'll be somewhere in the description. I have it there.
All right. I think I can run right over there to that. You don't mind me pulling your channel up on screen, do you?
No.
Yeah. Where is it on Tubetown too? The same information?
Sorry, I'm just distracted right now. They're yelling over there again. It's
okay, it's not on Tubetown.
It should be there too. It won't be on most of my lives. I don't have it on there.
Okay, let's hit boom. Let's go see here. It's not there.
That's all it said, Rob.
Tubetown first pulled up, so I went to that. So I'm going to have to go down and find What You Doing, Willis. I got so many subscribers, man. I have a hard time. It'd probably be just faster if I just typed it in. Okay. All right, because I'll just pull you up on screen and they can just copy your P.O. box right from there.
Okay.
It'd probably be easier. Or go to his channel. There you go. That's probably the easiest way. Just guys and gals, go to Watching Doing Winless. Go to his channel. I'll post his link. And just look in the about section on his channel or one of his videos. You'll be able to see his P.O. box. Because they're all wanting to send you license plates, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. What do we got here now? Next time I visit, I'll bring, this is Donnie Marie. Next time I visit, I'll bring a New Mexico tag by. It came with Ethel. Ooh, There you go. There you go. Yeah, if you have to mute, it's okay, Travis.
No,
I
no,
understand.
I don't, because if something
Oh.
said her, I'm just laughing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just laughing.
Okay, Laneswise says, I noticed my plate was unhammered on the fence. Unhammered on the fence when the branch fell.
One of your plates. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Good morning, Jen.
A lot of them were sent for the ranch.
Oh, Carrie's got a good idea. What about a garden or broken dreams for the memorial? Would flowers grow there?
Well, the pear trees are growing. It's kind of a shaded area, so I'm not too sure.
Let's see. John says, enjoy you both. Travis, keep the fun times, or keep up the fun times. Right on. Oh, Willis. There. Thank you, Nanny or Nancy. Nancy posted your address right there, your P.O. box. So
sweet. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Oh,
French Psycho Coops just sent you an email with a preview of the collab. Okay. Thank you so much, French Psycho. Yeah, French Psycho's got a channel too. They're making content, Travis.
Let me go put a link up and I'll subscribe it. I've been trying to subscribe to channels as I go. I don't even know who I'm all subscribed to be honest with you. But okay, so here's an example. So what I'll do when I do, because somebody asked about treehouse earlier, is like for now, when they leave, then when I know for a fact they're gone, then I'll do stuff. You know what I mean? Just because of the fact of then, unless they let the little girl there by herself, but therefore they can't sit there and be like, oh, he's trying to spy on me, So like right now would be a good opportunity to start because I know they just left.
Oh, that's not the right French Psycho. Oh no, that's not. I was going to put the link up, and that's not the right one.
Yeah, don't put the tortoises in the water. Tortoises don't swim.
No. All right. Back over here to these questions. Travis, be careful when John's on the road. Hide your booty. Oh my goodness, look at Randy. Hide your booty. All right, thank you, and I'm trying my best. Yoli says. All right, I don't know who Yoli's. Shizzy was funny last night. Shizzy's always funny. Megan and Tug.
By the time.
Huh?
He goes on like a 10, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes on at 10.
Yeah.
See, he used to do a very early stream, like early in the morning. And then he switched over of an evening, which I think was pretty smart because he gets a lot of people watching at that time of night. Because usually people are leaving Tug and Megan and they'll go over and watch Shizzy.
Yep,
so it helped his channel a lot. Megan and Tug spoke about that real turtle rescue. They don't boil them under the sun, right? All right, let's see if we got any more questions. A lot of people were trying to, Dangerous Ways. A lot of people were talking about donating in Mug's stream last night. Okay, I don't know what they were talking about donating to.
What I think to that turtle rescue. So I'd like to do, like I said, I want to do a rally. I'm sure Tug will get behind me and they'll get behind me too. Like once I go out there, I like to do a rally. It'd be really cool if this community of YouTube community can come together and all from that interaction there, just him just stopping by, want to introduce himself, was worried that he didn't want to upset me, because I'll film it or whatever. And I'm like, no, he hasn't been following the channel long enough to know. But that's the whole idea. I filled him in on it. But to rally together and get him a car. So once I get out there and then kind of get an idea of the place and just rally together and try start like a GoFundMe for them or whatever, find a vehicle or something that will fit for them and that'd be kind of cool to help them grow and branch because they're legit. He's been there 13 years now, but
wow,
it's legitimate, and they preserve the land, go study the land, and go. He said they found I talked about finding springs on property and stuff like that. And I said like different types of animals and insects, and they actually discovered a new insect out there. He was talking to me about it, so I'll put that in the video as well. But it's cool, man. People like that are cool because they really care about nature and the animals and everything that goes along with it. Because another thing he was talking about was the fact of they researched venom on snakes and the fact that how much use this stuff is on planet Earth as far as different types of venom, not only just for like anti-venom, but venom for like help. There's different types of venom that help. And he said they're only in 3%. And but helping different types of arthritis and different things that the venom is actually good for you for. But he's like, to give you an example, like the dude's really knowledgeable. Like a oak snake north of the was it Santa Fe River versus south, or whatever example you use, has more protein in this venom than the same type of snake, but it's further south. So there's all types of stuff and if people don't try to study and learn that stuff, man, it's just gonna be turned more into a processed medicine world.
Right. Travis, might consider darker paint on the blessing box. Don't show up on camera from a distance. Red letters. Okay, but with white.
We're gonna go over. I know. Well, it looked good in person.
Uh-oh, there he is.
So it looks good. Like it looks good in person. Oh, there's Sasquatch right there. I forgot. I was telling him we found them together. I forgot to put them on there. But it looks good in person. But I do agree. Further away, Rob, it does kind of the gold kind of blends it in. So but yeah. So now we found Sasquatch together. This is the Sasquatch you're looking for in my channel. Whenever I hide him, this little guy.
All right. Polymopicus. Okay. We got here. Got the thumbs up on both. Cool beans. Thank you so much. Thank you. Testing me. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else got any more questions for Travis? Just shoot them at us. Just shoot them at us. Oh,
they have a list of things we need. Sweet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go check it out after this. Go look on their website some more. But yeah, I'd definitely would love to help get them, some more exposure and stuff. That'd be really cool.
Okay, Carrie says, is anybody having trouble getting on Rumble? I don't. Rumble, everybody's talking about Rumble lately, Travis, and oh man, I'm on there, but it is a real big learning curve trying to figure out Rumble. Literally, you can stream, like we're streaming right now, to 2 platforms. We're streaming to YouTube and Rumble at the same time. And I'm using what they call Restream, and you probably know about StreamYard. Well, Rumble, you can get rid of StreamYard and you can get rid of Restream. You can multi-stream right from Rumble. I didn't know that. So, matter of fact, Megan's been streaming from Rumble here lately.
Now, what is it? Is it Rumble like a YouTube?
Yeah, it's just like YouTube. Just like YouTube, it's called Rumble. Huh?
I've never been on it before.
Oh yeah, it's exactly like YouTube. It's just a different format. It's just formatted for Rumble. It's like anything else. You're going to have your learning curves.
Right.
But yeah, it's just another streaming platform. And get this, on Rumble, when you sign up as a creator, you're automatically monetized.
Oh,
right
really?
out of the gate. You don't have to have so many subscribers. You don't have to have so many watch hours. You're automatically monetized. You automatically can get Rumble, what they call Rumble rants over there. They call super chats over here. They have memberships over there, just like they do on YouTube. So, like I said, I stream to both platforms every day. I need to really be focused.
Now, you get paid from them, or is it like, how does that work?
Yeah, and there is no minimum. If you make $25, you can send it straight to your bank. There is no minimum over there like YouTube where you have to wait till the 20. You just, whenever you got money in there, you can send it right to your bank account. Or I usually have it sent to PayPal. It just goes to my PayPal account and then I can access it. But yeah, man, you need to look into that. You really do, because like I said, you can use Rumble. And you can stream on Rumble, and at the same time, you can have it stream on YouTube. So you can still make your YouTube money and Rumble money at the same time.
Wow, I didn't know that. Now, can you post videos there? Like, could I post my YouTube videos over there too?
Yep, really? It's just exactly like YouTube. It's just a different name.
That's wild.
Yeah, just type in Rumble, and they even have an app just like YouTube does. You just download the Rumble app. They have the Rumble Studio, so if you wanted to live stream, you can just live stream through Rumble, and it'll simultaneously stream on YouTube at the same time. So there you've got both your audiences watching the same thing. Same way with your videos. You can upload your videos to both platforms. Shorts, they do shorts over there as well.
They're trying to take over YouTube, it sounds like.
Well, Rumble's been around for a long time. It's just everybody grew up with YouTube. Rumble came out after YouTube, so everybody just stuck with YouTube. Well, now that YouTube's doing all this garbage with all these creators, a lot of people are leaving YouTube and going to Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because it's always a backup because that's, as you know, it's a scary thing because as a YouTuber and as you depend on your paycheck, like they cut it like next thing you know you have no money, but you have another avenue, and that's one thing about the cool thing about. And if anybody, I know right now you're waiting on your email process, but like being able to still help you out by your PayPal and by your Cash App and stuff like that. So definitely, they'll help contribute to MrCoop that way because you're still able to actually get something. You know what I mean? Because as a creator, like it's scary. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I got demonetized, and I was just starting to get in the heat of things. I was like, man, it's like, and if that's your job, and then if they demonetize you, and then you don't get last month's paycheck, and then when they demonetize you, that right there, that'll put me out. So yeah, it's definitely scary, but that's cool that there's the other platform that you can you can go to.
And you got Hey Joe come rolling in. I would contribute to fundraise for them, talking about the
awesome
preserve.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna cool. Do it. So
yeah, no, there's no doubt.
Reconnect. Oh, there we go. I fell out and jumped back in. Okay, let me know. Keep me informed on that, and we'll get something going. Trying to push some people over there to that preserve.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll probably I'll just give him a call, and then I told him by this week. But I do. I get to track for a couple of days. What's today? Tuesday. So I still might get there by this week. Do a video over there. And,
right.
And that would be cool. Then we learn more about it, learn more about them, and let them know what like the goal is, and hopefully spread it across the channels. And then maybe we can, like I said, them see something from this YouTube community that's just so awesome for all of us.
Oh, and there's another thing that might draw you to Rumble too. They don't keep 30%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they only make like 10%. So you make more money over there than you do on YouTube.
Now, is it paid per view over there, like YouTube? Is it paid per view, like per 1,000 views?
It's exactly like YouTube. When you first go over there, you got ads just like you do on YouTube. You're making money off of ads. It's off your views. You get so many views, people watch the ads, you make money off of it. It's just like YouTube, except they don't take as much out of your pocket.
I've been missing out. Holy smokes. Because I can just upload the same video. Problem with me is I'd erase all my videos after getting an upload, so I don't have nothing to upload.
Right.
I could I'm gonna have to look into that, man. That's crazy. I've been totally missing out on the way to make money doing the same thing I'm doing now.
Yeah, and I mean you can build your audience. Like I know Megan, when Megan wants to show stuff that she won't show on YouTube, she'll go to Rumble. And what they do is they'll start their show at 8 o'clock and say, just pulling out a random number, at 9 o'clock, they'll all go to Rumble, and she'll finish her show on Rumble. She'll cut off the stream on YouTube and finish it over there. But she's simultaneously, streaming on both platforms. And when she gets to that halfway mark, she'll shut YouTube off and it continues over on Rumble.
And now, can't you do more on Rumble? Like say more stuff? Is it like more lenient as far as like?
Yeah.
I understand.
It's a lot more lenient over there. Yeah, if you go over there and you click on their merchandise stuff, they literally have some cool merchandise like Rumble No Censored here or something like that. It's a whole bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, it's everybody was our people our age were used to YouTube because we've been around since YouTube started. Right. And it's just getting to learn a new platform. A lot of people our age don't want to really fool with that because think about it. All of the people that we usually watch are here on YouTube.
Right.
So why go over here for just one channel? But people do. It's like anything else. You have to build your audience. And once you build it, it's just like what you're doing with YouTube. You got to build it.
Right. Yeah. I got to get going.
What is it? Huh?
So I'm about to go check it out and get a channel over there.
All right. Oh, and what do we got here from Stacy? And you have options to earn more by reading ads. Oh, I
Hmm.
didn't know that, Stacy. Oh, so you can read ads right on Rumble and make more money.
Ah,
Huh.
interesting.
I didn't know that at all. Chucky, what you got to say? Rumble moved to Florida during
Beer flu.
the beer flu. They wanted some of that Florida freedom. All right, all right. But yeah, I mean, some people don't like Rumble. Me, I don't get into the political side of it. If they're an option for a creator as yourself to make a little extra money, why not? It's not
Yeah.
costing you anything. Like I said, you can stream to do 2 platforms at the same time. That way you're double dipping. You're making money on YouTube and you're making money on Rumble.
Yeah.
You just
no
got to
doubt.
get your audience built over there.
Right. Right.
I've been streaming over there since January 20th of last year. And because I don't push it, I've got 40 something dollars sitting in there, and I've just let it just sit there because I don't
Right.
push it. I
Right.
might get 10 or 12 views because I don't push it. But if I was going to really push it, I'm getting more and more people going over there.
Right. Hmm.
And like I said, you've got the Rumble rants, you've got the memberships, you've got the ad money, just like YouTube. So who's going to turn down free money?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Anybody got any more questions for Travis? All right. Where are we at? Well, I think everybody's pretty much questioned out.
Yeah. Man, we've been on it for 2 hours already. Wow.
Oh, yeah. See, time flies when you're having fun.
I know. That's cool.
Let me go over here real quick and pull this up. You see anything in the chat? Go ahead and address it if you want to while I'm pulling this information up. All right. Where are we at? Cancel, hit no. Dun, 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 dun. And we go in here like this, and we go here, and we go all transactions.
And juggle, one-handed juggle.
All right. I haven't pushed it at all today. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so we go home, and there we go. All right, I am done with that. Let's go. All right, Mercedes, I see you. Well, on both sides of the coin. All right, cool beans. Well,
I'm gonna go to Rumble right now. Oh, it is like YouTube, huh?
Yeah, it's just like YouTube. The only thing over there is like you'll have to, if you stream simultaneously, you'll have to go and put your thumbnail in over there. If you put up a custom thumbnail on YouTube, you'll have to put the same thumbnail over there.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it. Wow, I've heard people talking about it, but I never went to it and done anything with it. So,
well, you know, you're looking for other avenues to make a little extra. That's a way to do it. And like I said, right out of the gate, you're monetized. What you got to say, Cassandra? Do you think they're going to be focusing and harassing you more now that you're in Ohio? They're in Ohio.
I think they mean Jeremy, because like I think that's what happened last year. That Jeremy wasn't here, that they started harassing me more.
Oh, okay.
God, who knows? Who knows with the people? You know, it's like I'm sure if you look at never mind. It's just like I'm sure there's going to be a lot of when the burn ban's lifted. I'm sure there's going to be they'll be excited to go burn everything up.
Yep, Smoky Pete will be going at it. Oh, has Crook been looking over the fence or in between the holes?
Well, between
the fence. Yeah.
That's why it's so funny because they imprison themselves.
DR says, "Thank you, Travis, for giving us your time."
Well, thank you guys for being on here. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm surprised people even want to hang out with me.
Man, we've been having fun. We the majority of the stream today, we just been talking about whatever, man.
That's pretty much it, man.
But I think I'm gonna get ready to head on out of here, man. I really appreciate you coming on, Travis.
Well, thanks for having me. We'll do it again.
I had fun. I know the chat did. We held over 300 for most of the 2 hours, so we did really well. We had a lot of people. All right, my man. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here in just a few minutes. I appreciate you coming on. You got anything you want to plug?
No, if you guys want to hang out with me more later today, I'll do a live at 6:30. It's just me and all my deer. Like last time I had 8 deer, 1 raccoon on the live, bunch of birds. But yeah, if you want to stop by and hang out and look at all my animals, watch they'll stand me up today though.
All right. So guys and gals, please, if you're not subscribed to Travis, catch him over on What You Doing Willis and Town.
That's right. Town, baby.
Town. All right. See you, brother. You have a good one.
Oh, see you, my man.
All right, chat. I'll get. Oh, there you go. All right, chat. I'm not leaving. I didn't forget about you either, Polymopicus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Polymopicus, his video that he sent me, and you guys can listen to it. And at the end of it, I'll just end the stream. So guys and gals, let me get that hooked up real quick, and we will be playing that for you guys as our outro. So everybody that came and hung out with me and Travis today, thank you so much. It has been a blast. As always, you guys know that we are on Monday through Friday from 11 Eastern Standard Time till around 1 o'clock. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you in the morning. Tomorrow is hump day, so we're going to have some fun. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to leave you guys with this on my way out the door. All right, let's get over here and do it to it.
My friend, big bad thunder in a paper hat. Same old warning, imagine that. She said, consequences coming soon. Underneath the bright full moon. She said, any day you wait and see. But the day when swimming in the sea. She got papers in a plastic crate. All marked urgent, all marked late. She got proof she cannot show. From a source who does not know. She said, soon come back in, soon come where? She said, big one here. She said, watch out, we watching still. She said, big reveal, reveal no bill. The consequences are allegedly coming. Rolling in on a coconut breeze. Every minute, every year now, they get lost between the palm trees. The consequences are allegedly coming. Hear the horn go wah, wah, wah. But the doom boat missed the harbor, and the captain forgot the law. She said, lawsuits loading, don't you laugh. Then she posted half a paragraph. Said the takedown coming by noon. Then postponed it to someday soon. She got countdowns with no clock. Big threats tied to a little dock. She got thunder, she got smoke. But the lightning never woke. She say soon come when? She say big case, not again. She say fear me, we fear the fun. She say I warn you, that's all you want. The consequences are allegedly coming. Rolling in on a coconut breeze. Every minute, every year now, they get lost between the palm trees. The consequences are allegedly coming. Cue the drums and cheap guitar. But the trailer keeps repeating and the movie never starts so far. She say indictments in the air, but they vanish like beach chair. She say this time it's really real. Then she posted how she feel. She got binders full of maybe, screenshots crooked, logic lazy. She got drama in a conch shell, blowing nonsense very well. Who in trouble? Everybody but she. When it happening, eventually. What's the evidence? She cannot say. Why she shouting? That's the play. Is it coming? Allegedly. Is it legal? Wait and see. Is it over? Never done. What she got? Volume 1. The consequences are allegedly coming. Rolling in on a coconut breeze. Every minute, every year now, they get lost between the palm trees. The consequences are allegedly coming. Big reveal behind the door. But the door is just
If you like this content, then kindly hit like, subscribe, and share. C is a command